Well, good morning. What's left of it? I've had a bit of an unusual morning here. It hasn't gone normal. Everything is the same as it was when I quit last night. And it's cloudy, and they're predicting rain and possible snow. Snow. Well, it is 3.3 Celsius. That's +3, so snow's kind of going. Anyway, let's kind of roll back here and see what happened yesterday, because I got a feeling that what happened yesterday is about all that there's going to be in the model show today. So let's just sort of roll back here. Okay, we are basically continuing on here where we left off yesterday. I remember yesterday we finished off with getting our little wishbone in place. And now we're going to drop these two brackets down. We're looking at them nice and close to make sure we get them the right way around. It looks like this, whatever it is on the front here, faces, you might say forward. So we want to make sure because we could accidentally put them the wrong way around. I don't think it would make any difference to the way the airplane, fastens onto these. But on the other hand, may as well get it right if we can, right? All right, let's get back to the rotator here. Okay, I don't know what it is that this is supposed to represent. Probably a hinge. This is what I think it is. So let's try not to be bumping stuff here now. I may have to take this off camera here to reposition it. Alright, now we're just doing a dry run here. Yeah, it looks like it's going to fit okay. Alright, where's the quick setting? Well, I didn't do that very good, did I? No. Let me check here. Look in the monitor. Looks like it needs to be straightened up just a little bit. Maybe a little bit more. Now, do I need to put any more on there, or? Okay. For sure that'll melt. Looks like there's a little piece of dirt or something on the back leg there, about halfway down. I don't know if see if I can get that off, or is that flashing? Yeah, no, it's a piece of dirt. Oh, we got it anyway. Whoops. Doesn't want to stay up. Okay, let's see if we can do the other one now. I'm just going to push stop for a minute while I get myself recomposed here. Okay. Now, why is this one not going down the same way the other one did? Oh, you know what? I think that I have to trim more off that back leg. Yes, I do. I didn't, let's see if I can get it out of there now. Yeah, there's a little bit of flashing on that I missed. Well, push stop again. Okay, we're going to have to re-moisturize here because undoubtedly that will have dried. All right, very carefully here. So how does that look? Now it's tilting too much the other way. Let's see if I can just sort of shove it forward here. Okay, it looks like these uprights, they appear to be more or less parallel. I think we pretty much got it here. Okay, let's quit messing with it. Let it dry out. About an hour has passed here now, and these are pretty about as strong as they're going to get, I think. All right, let's move on to the last aspect of step number 8. Okay, here's our sled that we just made. And it has to mount something like that. Now, there are no markings anywhere here to show exactly where this goes, but it just looks like it's about midpoint, so we'll just sort of eyeball it when the time comes. We won't put it on now because I'm going to be wanting to handle this piece while I try to get these pieces inserted. And it appears that they go in a little bit. So, and it appears that they're going to be a bit of a tight fit, so I might have to do a little bit of forcing, you might say. This probably is going to be something I can't really do on camera. Let's try the other one, see if it's any better. This one's going. The other one might go in as well. Yeah, that went. Okay, let's just leave it there. Can we get this one? I've got to be careful I don't break it and buckle it. Okay, I'm going to have to take this one off camera and just do it, and then we'll come back. Okay, we got it. And I think what we'll do here is we'll just take a little bit of the CA extra thin and just put some in, just right in there, and then probably on the back here, just so it sort of wicks its way in. It won't take very much, just to keep it from, It's kind of loose. Not so loose that it will fall down all by itself, but if we bump it, it'll get out of shape. So I may as well CA it in. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do that off camera, and then we'll glue this part on, and it's done. Now I just realized I've got these wrong. I've got these upside down. They're supposed to go the other way up. Yeah, well, I got to pull them out and put them in the other way. Okay, well, let's do that. I'm going to do that, and good thing I noticed before I did the CA thing. Okay, our photo etch pieces are CA'd into place. We'll look at that later. But you notice on the bottom of the sled, there's little grooves. And I think the idea is that they are supposed to mate up with the track that is in the catapult. Now, naturally, it's not going to. Whoops. Remember I told you about being clumsy? Maybe I should be using something different here. Try and get it into place here. I would think that once this is in place, it should, yeah, there, you can see it actually slides and keeps itself in place. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just get it basically in place here, and then we'll put some extra thin on the ends and let it wick its way in. Okay, it should sort of lock into place there. I think that's pretty close. Let me just check here. Yeah, that looks all right. All right, I'm just going to use the extra thin ordinary. I'm not going to use the quick setting. Get some on the end here. I would think that's going to be just fine. Yeah, that's not going to come out of there. And I think we got it the right way. Or do I have it the wrong way around? Okay, where's the diagram here? You know what, I think I glued it the wrong way around. Wonder if I can get it off, or am I just going to make a mess? Well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's back out here and have a look at the whole thing as a whole. Okay, I took it off and turned it around and put it the other way. And I'm noticing now that it is not as centered as maybe as I could have got it, which means that the aircraft is probably going to be facing a little bit more towards the front of the catapult than the center. But I don't think that's going to make any difference. But I thought I better turn it around just in case there was some way it wasn't going to work, although I couldn't see how. Anyway, this completes step number 8. All right, let's see what we got in step number 9. Okay, it's too big to put in a tuna fish tin. So there we go. All right. Step 9, the main guns. And then, after we get them, well, we're probably going to have to paint because we'll be working on the hull and we can't put it together until it's painted. So, all right, step 9. But you know, I'm noticing it's 8.7 Celsius outside today. And I was wondering, maybe now is a good time to start the car. I don't have to go anywhere, but I'm just kind of curious if it's going to start. Well, I'm sure it will. Well, I'm 90% sure it will. So I think that's what we'll do. It'll be a bit of a break. I was going to take the camera out there, but I think if I tell you what I'm seeing, like there's a voltmeter inside the car, and hopefully it's going to read over 12 volts when I turn the ignition on, because the battery maintainer should have been on since the end of November. So, well, let's give it a whirl, see what happens. Well, I think you should be able to hear me. Here's the voltage regulator, or voltage meter rather, not regulator. .3 volts. Well, that turned out really well. It started as quick as if it was just run yesterday. Yeah, that's over 4 months. Now, when I started it up, the voltage meter went up to 14.3 volts. I haven't checked the surveillance camera footage yet to see if you could hear me talking out there. But it went from 13.3 before I started it to 14.3 after I started it. But the important thing is that battery maintainer did keep the battery up all winter long, which is what it was supposed to do. Because leaving a battery like that, when it gets so terribly cold here in Winnipeg, the battery will run down and it will freeze and it can crack. And, well, that's not good. Anyway, I think we're about ready to find our parts here. And I would think this should go fairly quickly here. There's a little bit of photo etch. But I'm going to have to call it quits for a while this afternoon. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I get a coffee visitor, and today's Monday, so he's going to be coming here in about 25 minutes. So, well, we'll see you maybe this evening. Well, you know, folks, I sat down here at the model table a few minutes ago, but I just can't get motivated. I think it's too late. My mojo just got up and left. See you in the morning. Well, it is morning. And yesterday afternoon when my neighbor came over and we were having coffee, in the conversation I mentioned to him that I'd started the car for the first time all winter. And then I mentioned that I thought, well, maybe I'll take it and run it to the store and pick up some celery. And he piped up and said, yeah, and carrots. I guess he knew I'd run out of carrots and the rabbits were sort of doing without. Anyway, this morning I went and got the carrots. Now this episode is going to have sort of a disjointed ending, I guess, and it seems like the episode is more about my car than it is about the model ship. Maybe we'll get back to normal in tomorrow's episode. At least I'm going to try. I'm going to be uploading my episode a little bit early again today. I was mentioning to one of the viewers how I was having a problem with YouTube, and he came back and said that so was he. So yeah, there's something going on there. So I want to get an early start with it here. I'm going to cut today's episode off. So thanks for watching, everybody. And all being well, we'll see you tomorrow. And in the meantime, enjoy the trip to Superstore.